So basically now what you have to do is you have to pay attention over here, because you can expect such kind of question in examination as well as for your evaluation purpose also. Okay, so that is the basic thing. So what it says, so basically these are the things that we can expect in computer graphics from the numerical part, because after like circle, line and ellipse and all, we won't be getting that much numerical type questions. We would be getting some sort of theoretical question or something else, but the numerical questions would be from this part only. Okay. Yeah. So what it says is draw a circle with radius r equal to 10. So one parameter we have over here is r10. Okay. And let me check my first. Yeah. Okay. So r10, and yeah, and center of circle is 1 1. So you have to keep one thing in mind. Many people, like many students, make this mistake that they generally do it for center 0 0, and they don't add up this thing that is 1 1 to the pixel position. Okay. So once you finish like calculating this thing for center 0 0, what you have to do is you have to also add this thing at each and every pixel. So we'll see a complete example so that you get an idea. Okay. So one more thing, it is clearly written over here that only one octant. Okay. So that is what you have to keep in mind. That is x, it will start from x equal to 0 up to it becomes equal to y. So each and everything is given to you. You just need to start with a very like simple thing. So what it says is, first we find the pixel position for octant x equal to 0 to x equal to y for center 0 0. Whatever the situation, whatever the condition that is given to you, whatever the center you have been like given, what you have to do is you have to start from the very basic center, that is 0 0, and then we can align it according to our need. Okay, fine. So you can proceed further in this way that you do in general like school also. You can create one table, so that would be like easier for you to calculate the things iteration by iteration. Okay, that is the one thing. Another thing is you can also like adapt any other way if you are comfortable with it. So yesterday we derived one thing. We have derived one thing, that is the initial decision parameter. Okay, so that was needed to like get the first pixel, that is to plot the very first thing in our circle. So what it says is that is equal to 1 minus r. So yesterday we have seen the parameter was 5 by 4 minus r, and we have taken like the approximate value of 5 by 4, that is equal to 1. Okay, so that gives us a 1, and we will write it as 1 minus r over here. Okay, so we have each and everything in our like hand. So what we can do is we can simply take it. So 1 minus, and the very first thing we'll be getting is the initialization parameter value, that is minus 9 in our case. Okay, so based on the minus 9 value, what it says is we have to check this decision parameter whether it is greater than 0, less than 0, or it is equal to 0. So at each and every iteration you have to like check this particular thing. Okay, so right now it is, but obviously less than 0. So if it is less than 0, then what it says is we will check the algorithm first. Okay, if it is less than 0, then what it says that you have to like increment the x parameter, and then you have to keep y as it is, and you will get the new equation for calculating the decision. Okay, so decision parameter. So basically that would be for pk plus 1. So now we have one new equation, that is p0 plus 1, that would be p1, and you have similar things you have to follow. Okay, so side by side you can solve it in your book also, so that would give you more idea. Okay, so now we have to check for this conditions that we have seen yesterday. So at this position we will be having this value, that is the initialization parameter value is minus 9 in our case. Okay, so but obviously what it says is like we have one thing, that it is less than 0. So we are, what we are doing is we have incremented x value by 1 as per our algorithm of midpoint circle generation, and we have to keep y value as it is. So we have kept y value as it is. In our case it would be like 0 comma 10, because yesterday we have seen the very first thing that we can plot out of the given thing is 0 comma r, and r in our case is 10. So that's what we have done. We have kept this thing, we have calculated x value and successive y value as well from our algorithm. Okay, so based on that what we get is one new decision parameter over here, that is p1 equal to p0 plus 2 x1 plus 1. Okay, now you just simply have to put the values in this equation and try to get the new decision parameter value. Okay, so based on that you start doing it in your notebook also, so that you get an idea. Okay, यहाँ पे कुछ भी like it is need to be very transparent. So you get an idea. Okay, so p0 plus 2x1 plus 1. So now similarly you just have to substitute the values, and similarly we'll put -9 over here, and x1 value over here, and plus 1. So that is what you generally do, and that would be giving us one value, that is -6. Okay, similar thing, same thing is getting satisfied again. So that is -6, and it is but obviously less than 0. If it is less than 0, then what you have to do is you have to increment x value by 1, and then you have to keep y value as it is. So similar thing will follow over here, that is for k1, pk value is, that is the next decision parameter is -6, and based on that we would be doing our calculation. The next pixel we got is 2, 10. Okay, yeah. So now what we have to do is again the same thing. If it is less than 0, then we have to like keep this thing as it is, that is the initial that is the decision parameter p1 plus 2x2 plus 1. Okay, so again try to do this thing, again try to calculate the next decision parameter. Okay, so that would be giving us the value, that is -1. If it is -1, then you know what you have to do is the next parameter you'd be getting is 3, 10 based on the -1 value. See, at each and every iteration we are checking whether it is close to line, whether it is inside the boundary or circle or outside or what. So based on that particular thing we are making the decision that okay, this would be the perfect thing to do at this stage. Okay, so that is very simple thing, and again we'll proceed further, that is like p3 value, p2 plus 2 x3 plus 1. Based on the iteration we'd be getting each and every one of this thing. So now you'd be having a -1 plus 6 plus 1. Okay, so now the value is 6. So now there is one like change. Okay, so now you'd be getting some different value. Okay, so what it says, you can keep your algorithm handy, in that you check if it is not less than 0, then what. So what it says is if it is not less than 0, then what you have to do is we have to increment x value as well as we have to decrement y value. So we'll check our algorithm what it says. If it says this thing, then it is perfectly fine. Okay, so as you can see, it is clearly written over here x plus 1 and y minus 1. So that is what we have to do if this condition is not getting satisfied. So in our case, we got the value that is a positive value and it is greater than 0. So we have to go in that direction only. You cannot go in any other direction. Okay, so based on that, you'd be making decision, that is you have to increment x value and decrement y value. So similar thing you have calculated, that is 4, 9. Okay, then again if this condition is getting satisfied, then what you have to do is you have to change the complete equation of the decision parameter. Okay, so in this case now you'll be getting new equation, and that's what you have to consider for the next iteration. Okay, try to put up each and every value in this particular equation, and then what it says is p3 plus 2x4 plus 1 minus 2y4. Now as you can see, each and everything is with you. Okay, and that is x4 value is like 2 4s are 8. Similar thing has been replaced with y value, also substituted with this thing also, and then we got is like what we get is p4 value. So now we have one new value, a new decision parameter, that is equal to -3. So based on the decision parameter, again you have to go with the algorithm, again with the flow, and then what it says is if it is less than 0, then again you have to increment x value and keep y value as it is. So same thing has been followed over here, and that is what we have kept in the table. Okay, see at the like each and every iteration you also have to check whether it is getting equal to y or not. If it is getting equal to y, then what you have to do is you have to simply stop there. Okay, yeah, that is what you have to do. And then okay, so now you have to check for the remaining thing. The -3 is there, so by 9. So now again the older like equation you have to follow, that is for the condition that is less than 0. Okay, so again we'll put it in this thing, and then you'd be getting the value of p5. So now it is positive value and it is greater than 0. What if it is greater than 0? Then what it says is we have to increment x value as well as you have to decrement the y value. Okay, so same thing would be like performed by us, and we have to just put this value over here, 6, 8. Okay, again we'll be getting the new decision parameter, and we have to try putting each and every new value that we are having from the previous iteration, and then try to calculate the new decision parameter, that is p6. Okay, based on this thing you would be getting y value at this stage sorry, p6 value at this stage, and that is 5, and that is what obviously greater than 0. So if this is the case, then what you have to do is our new value would be x would be incremented by 1, and then similarly that your y value will be decremented by 1. Okay, so you'll be getting 7 7 at this stage. So now what it says is, see, now one thing is occurring over here, that is now you're getting this value x value that is equal to y. Okay, so if it is equal, you don't have to go further, and but obviously you have to stop there, and that's what you get. And these are the complete set of pixels, or you can say coordinates, that we got for a single octant. Okay, so that is for center 0 0. Okay, keep this thing in mind, don't do this mistake in examination also. Don't leave it as it is, नहीं तो फिर बोलोगे सर आपने मेरे marks deduct कर लिए and all. Okay, and go further with this case. Okay, so now what is given, what was given in the question was you have to calculate it for center 1 1, as I told you in the yesterday's lecture also. If it is the case, then you have to consider that particular thing, and based on our algorithm, that is midpoint circle generation algorithm, what it says is you have to add x plus xc in the center. Okay, so in short what it says is x plus 1 in our case. Okay, similarly y plus 1 in our case. If it is 100, then you have to put 100 over here, not the one value. Okay, keep this thing in mind. Okay, exam mein aisa mat karke aana 1 1. Yeah, so now each and every pixel is need to be added, and you have to increment it by 1 as per our given center. So that is what we are getting out of this given scenario, and you get new set of values for center 1 1, and that is what you have to write down in your like notebook also. So now you have new set of values, and what you have to do is you have to then plot it in the octant. Okay, so once you get all of this value, you don't have to stop there, you have to also plot it. And if in the examination you get such question that you have to draw a complete circle, then you have to use a symmetric property, and based on that you have to make decision that okay kaun se octant mein kaun si value aayegi. You don't have to create, or you don't have to like calculate value for each and every octant. So if it is for a complete circle, then you have to draw a complete circle, and each and every coordinates is needed to be determined. Okay, in your answer sheet. So similar thing is like shown over here. That is for like 2 1 is there, then 3 11, 4 11 is there, then 5 10, 6 10, 7 9, and 8 8. Okay, so that is what you have to see, and you have to consider. So this is just for one octant circle, so nahi dikhega, but obviously for that you have to use the symmetric property. Yeah, so for circle we were having this many things, and we first of all we have gone through the very basic fundamental of circle. What we have an equation that is x square plus y square equal to r square, and then from that you try to like calculate the successive things out of this thing, and we have similarly tried to derive to like get multiple things out of it, out of that equation. If we are working on some particular pixel, that is you say yk plus 1 or something like that, then you have to apply that particular thing, and based on that you need to make decisions. So out of the candidate pixel you are having one thing that is midpoint. Okay, and then we have used the circle function. Okay, based on the circle function we have derived the decision parameter, so that we could get one idea that okay which thing is closer or which thing is far away from that particular midpoint. If it is closer, then what you have to do is you have to just take that particular thing and you have to put it in your table. Okay, so this is a complete thing for circle generation, and yeah, so that's it for this midpoint circle generation algorithm. And today what we are going to see is we are going to see one more new thing, that is ellipse generation. Okay, agar circle aa raha hai to ellipse bhi aayega, and similar thing we will go with the derivation, we will go with the basic of the ellipse, and then from that we'll try to get some values, get some equation. But now you have to keep one thing in mind, ellipse is a different thing, so you'll be operating in the multiple regions. So for each and every region, so if in our case if we have two region, but obviously for ellipse we'll be having two region. For two region we have to get the decision parameters. Okay, so now very basic thing what it says is an ellipse is defined as a set of points such that there's some, wait a second, okay fine. So what it says is it is like defined as a set of points such that sum of distance from two fixed point, that is shown over here. Okay, sum of distance from this two fixed point is same for all points. Okay, so now what you are doing is you are doing d1 plus d2, and you are trying to check the like position of this thing sum of this thing with all the points on the particular ellipse. Okay, and what it says, it would remain same for each and every point on the ellipse. So that is the general property, or you can say general definition of ellipse. So similar thing we have to keep in mind. Now over here we have these two focal points. So based on that points we have to go further. Okay, so yeah, this is the very basic thing, and from this we'll try to get something. Okay, so now what it says is, if we label distance from 2 points on ellipse boundary as d1 and d2, then the general equation of an ellipse can be written as d1 plus d2 equal to constant, as it says that we have to add up this like 2 points. So that is this thing, that is d1 and d2. So you just have to add it up, and that would be giving us a particular position. Okay, so now expressing distance in term of focal coordinates. So basically what we have done is, like, we have given one coordinate value, that is x1 and y1 to the first focal point, and another thing that is x2 and y2 to the second focal point. So in general we'd be having this equation with us based on the distance formula, as we have seen in the circle generation algorithm also. Okay, because the square would go on the opposite side, and you'd be left with this particular thing. Okay, that is the under root sign, and at the end you have one general term that is left with us. Okay, so this is just a general thing, this is just a general property of ellipse generation algorithm. Okay, what is useful to us, that we will see, and we'll try to like go in that direction only. So this is the thing that we have with us as of now. Okay, so keep this thing in mind. There is nothing but it is just distance from that particular pixel, and so on. So if you have x1 y1 and x2 y2, so what you are doing is you are calculating the particular distance, that is x minus x1 y minus y1 and so on. Okay, so that is a simple thing. So now what it says is, the equation of ellipse can be written in the terms of ellipse center coordinate, that is xc, yc, and parameter rx, ry. Okay, radius with respect to x as well as ry. Okay, with respect to y. So if we consider all of this thing in ellipse, then what it says is, we'll be having one thing with us, we'll be left with one equation, that is x minus xc upon rx whole square plus y minus yc upon ry whole square equal to 1. So you'll be having this equation in the case of ellipse. Okay, you now have to consider this case, because what we are doing is we are dealing with the major and minor axis, so we have to take this thing into the picture. Okay, अभी just लिखो ये चीज आपकी अपनी notebook में. We'll see what we can do with this thing. Okay, so now properties of ellipse, like that is the symmetric property. Again, you'd be using this thing, will be useful to us to like get the solution in very less or very few steps. Okay, so for reduced computation we'll be using the symmetric property. An ellipse in standard position is symmetric between quadrant. Okay, so now this quadrant came into the picture, and what we need to do is we need to derive every pixel, or we need to calculate each and every pixel in this particular quadrant. So if I talk about this thing, so you can consider this case that at a particular point our slope is getting very less. So based on that we would be making some decision that, okay, if our slope is getting less than this or particular value, then what you have to do is we have to go from region 1 to region 2. So that is what we have to see in the case of ellipse. Yeah, so same thing we'll write right over here, and we have one we have calculated one thing, or we have one thing that is plotted as xy, and the value of xy, that is one particular point on that boundary, is 2 4. Okay, so what we can do is, based on this thing we can simply derive it, and we can use our symmetric property to get the replicated thing in the other quadrant as well. Okay, so similar thing in this quadrant, you'd be getting x minus y minus x minus y and minus x y. So you just have to calculate the value in one quadrant, and you'd be getting the similar things in the other quadrant as well. So that is what you have to keep in mind. Okay, ellipse में चीज बता रहा हूँ मैं आपको, because ellipse is itself like it requires so much of computation, or your formulas are like very big. So you don't expect this thing in ellipse that you have to derive each and every like points in the other quadrant also. Okay, you'd be given one simple scenario where you have to just calculate the points on in the region 1 as well as in the region 2, instead of going in other direction. Okay, so now this one, was a very general thing. Now what it says is given parameter, this would be given to you, that is Rx, Ry, Xc and Yc. That is the center. Okay, we determine the point. What we have to do is we have to calculate this particular thing. Okay, centered on the origin. Then we shift the point so that ellipse is centered at XCYC. As I told you that you won't be getting the similar thing, you won't be getting that particular center. Then if you are not getting, then what? What it says, if we want to display ellipse in non-standard position, then we rotate the ellipse about its origin to align with the required direction. So you'd be getting different scenario, you'd be getting different origin, so that the ellipse could be like built on that particular thing. Because this is a ellipse thing, you have to keep one thing in mind, that is the major and minor axis, and you have to keep your position like that only. Okay, if it is not, then what it says is we have to like rotate that particular thing, and we have to simply like align it with the required direction. Okay, that is, if this is the direction and your like ellipse is lying over here, then what it says is you have to take this thing and you have to rotate it over here. Yeah, now what is this rotation and all? You'd be getting this thing in the next unit, that is rotation. Then translation is there, and so many things we are going to see. Okay, what we can do with the objects. And present we consider only the position, that is standard position. Okay, we draw an ellipse in first quadrant and then use the symmetric property for the remaining quadrants. Okay, so now these are the things that are with us. Now what it says is, in this method we divide the first quadrant into two parts according to the slope of an ellipse. Okay, so you have to follow this step, you cannot make your own thing. Okay, so yeah, so what it says is the boundary divides the region at slope equal to -1. So now you have one more thing to do is you have to calculate the slope at each and every iteration. If you are getting this kind of slope, then what you have to do is you have to simply switch from the region, so that you could get one division. Okay, and you can proceed further in the slope 2, because slope 2 is also having few like different equations. Okay, so now what it says is we can, we take unit step in x direction if the slope is less than 1. You have to keep this thing in mind, if the slope is less than 1. So but obviously you'll be having one thing and you are calculating, you are working in the region 1, and what it says is you just have to go in the x direction and you have to add one value to this thing in each and every iteration. Okay, in region 1. Now what it says is if the slope is getting like greater than 1, then what it says is we take unit step in y direction. Okay, so you have to now go in the y direction and you have to increment this value step by step. Okay, iteration by iteration, and you have to operate in the region 2. So you can expect one thing, or you can keep one thing in mind, that if you are in region 1, you have to do is increment the x value. If you are in the particular y direction, then you have to take unit step in y direction. Okay, keep this thing in mind because this would be useful to you. Okay, now one more thing I wanted to tell you is, many a time like student, what they do is they just try to increment this values based on their knowledge of this particular thing. But what you have to do is in examination you have to calculate the decision parameter also at each and every stage. You have to check the condition, you have to write down the conditions also, instead of just incrementing and decrementing. Even though you have calculated it in your mind, then it's fine, but you have to write each and everything in your notebook also. You cannot simply make decision that okay, यहाँ के इसके बाद -3 के बाद suppose 3 के बाद 4 आएगा and 5 आएगा and all. You have to calculate each and everything. You answers it also. Okay, so don't do this mistake and then students come up to me, sir ये क्यों marks cut कर दिए? I have written each and every like pixels correctly, but that is required thing. Okay, you have to show me the steps also. Okay, fine. So now what it says is we can start from okay, we can start from a very basic thing, that is 0 comma ry, and step clockwise along the elliptical path in the first quadrant. So if this is the case, then what you can do is you can simply go in the clockwise direction to get the parameters. Alternately, what we can do is like if you have this thing, or if we are going in this direction, then what it says is you have to go in a counterclockwise direction. But obviously these are the, if this is the case, then you won't be getting that particular thing correctly. So you have to keep this thing in mind. Two things that we have is 0 comma ry or rx comma 0. Okay, so both the case, what you have to do is you have to check this thing, that okay, if I have to go in this direction or that direction. So now with parallel processors we could calculate pixel position in two regions simultaneously. So this is again for the programming part. If you are like working in a scenario, or you are like working with something that is very huge or some picture making kind of thing, then you can like give this example. Okay, here we consider the algorithm. We take point along the elliptical path in clockwise. We have to consider. So now we define ellipse function for center of ellipse at 0 0 as follow. Okay, so now we have one function for ellipse because we have two more parameters. Okay, ry and rx. So we have one new equation with us. Instead of x square plus y square minus r square, we have circle generation algorithm. But now what we have to do is we have to add up this thing. Instead of simple x, you have to also take this parameter into the picture. So if you are taking this parameter for your consideration, then you'd be getting a very big equation. So we'll see this thing. Okay, we have this following properties. That is, if your value of this function is less than 0, then inside the Alice boundary, and you'd be making decision based on this particular thing. If it is equal to 0, then what? If it is greater than 0, then what? So we have seen this scenario in the circle generation algorithm also. Similar thing will be followed over here. So based on that, you'd be making the decision. Okay, so it serves as the decision parameter in the midpoint ellipse algorithm. Okay, so at each sampling position, we select the next pixel from the two candidate pixel. Again, the thing is we have multiple options to select from, and we'll be making the decision. Okay, so now starting at 0 ry, we take unit step in x direction as we have seen right now, and until we reach the boundary between region 1 and region 2. So you have to go up to this particular point. Okay, if you start from this particular position and taking unit step in x direction. Okay, so it's a very simple thing that you have to keep in mind as of now. Then we switch to unit step in y direction in remaining portion on ellipse in first quadrant. So similarly, what it says in short, it is saying that if you are considering this case, you just have to go in x direction, and if you are getting like if you are switching your region, then you have to go in the y direction. Okay, so now at each step we need to calculate the value of the slope of the curve for deciding the endpoint of the region 1. As I told you in this lecture only, that you have to like calculate this value at each and every iteration. So if you are getting that particular -1 value, then you have to simply switch it and you have to go in the region 2. Okay, so now next thing is decide boundary between region 1 and region 2. Okay, so now how we can decide this thing? So now we have one thing in the for this thing, that is dy upon dx, that is the slope equal to -2 ry square upon 2 rx square y. Okay, if we have this thing, and we need to get something to check whether we are getting that particular thing. If we are working with the actual values, with the real values, then we need some equations. So for that we are doing this thing. Okay, so now in our case at boundary, like we have one thing, that is slope equal to -1. We have one condition with us, that if it is -1, then we have to simply switch. So our equation becomes this, because we are putting -1 over here, and you are just simplifying the equation. So at the end you'd be getting one thing, that is 2ry square x equal to 2rx square y. Okay, so now what it says is, okay, if this condition is getting satisfied, then what you have to do is we have to move out of region when following equation is false. So if this is the false thing, then what it says is you'd be remaining, or you'd be having one thing in your hand, that is ry square x is less than or equal to 2rx square y. Okay, so now what you have to do is you have to write this thing in your notebook, and yeah, you have to write this particular thing in your notebook, and you have to check this thing at each and every iteration while solving the problem. So this thing is getting satisfied, then what you have to do is you just simply have to switch from region 1 to region 2. Okay, that is the boundary decision between region 1 and region 2. Fine. So now midpoint between candidate pixel in region 1. Okay, similar thing, but now the equation changes over here because we are considering ellipse, that is ry square x square and so on. Similarly, one midpoint is over here, and then we will be having two candidate pixel as we have seen in the yesterday's lecture. Okay, assume we are at this particular position, and now what we need to do is we need to determine the next like pixel that we have to select so that we could build a complete ellipse. Okay, so now for this purpose, as we have taken in the like the circle, that is xk plus 1 and yk minus 1 by 2, because we are dealing with the midpoint. Okay, so now if we are considering this case, but now in our case we are like the ellipse function is not the same, so we have to consider that particular ellipse function for our case. Okay, so this is the very basic thing that we have. Okay, as we have seen in the circle generation algorithm also. So if the circle generation algorithm is clear to you, or the derivations are clear to you, then there won't be any problem in this particular derivation. Okay, so now what it says is you have x and y value with us. ये x value हो गया, ये y value हो गया. Okay, so now if you have this thing, then what you have to do is you have to simply put it in the ellipse function. So ellipse function क्या है? ry square x square. So instead of this, what you are writing is xk plus 1. Similar thing is written over here. Okay, rx square and y square. So instead of y, you are writing this thing, this particular thing. Okay, minus rx square y square. Okay, so now everything remains the same, but the thing that changes is the function. Okay, so that is what you have to consider. Okay, so now what it says is if p1 of k is less than 0, but obviously the midpoint is inside the pixel inside the ellipse, and the pixel on the scan line yk is closer to the ellipse boundary. Okay, so you have to choose one thing, that is yk instead of yk plus 1 or minus 1. But otherwise this is not the case, then what you have to do is you have to decrement this value by 1 at this particular point. Okay, so you are getting one simple thing, that is you're getting one decision to make. Okay, which one is closer to the ellipse boundary. So this is the same thing that we have seen in the circle generation algorithm. The same thing is getting followed over here also. And that is what we have seen. Okay, two cases we have yk and yk minus 1, because you are taking unit step in x direction. Okay, that's why we are dealing with this thing. So now okay, so now at the next sampling position, decision parameter for region is evaluated as follow. Okay, so now, but obviously we are now considering one thing, that is xk plus 1, that is the next pixel position for our like subsequent calculation. So it is xk plus 1 yk plus 1. Simple thing that we have done is, like, we have substituted the x value with k plus 1, and similar k yk with yk plus 1 over here, and the remaining things remain same over here. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to take this thing and you have to substitute this thing with the ellipse equation. Okay, जो हमने किया है ry square, मैंने अभी बोला आपको, you just have to multiply this thing ry square rx square and so on. Okay, and x and y value remains same over here for k plus 1, because we are calculating it for k plus 1. Okay, so now similar thing is to be followed over here, that is subtract this thing p1k from p1k plus 1. So if you do this thing, what you get is this particular thing. Simple, कुछ नहीं किया, यहाँ पे जो वैल्यूज है pk plus 1 और उसकी वो हमने यहाँ पे simply substitute कर दिए. Okay, you have like simply taken this thing. So if you are doing this thing, you will be like getting this thing. So ये आप लोग लिख दो अपने बुक में, that is p1k plus 1 minus p1k. Okay, यहाँ तक शायद कोई डाउट नहीं होना चाहिए because simple thing, the similar thing we have seen in the circle generation algorithm also, that is the midpoint circle generation algorithm, and the similar thing we are following over here. Just the thing changes is the equation, that is the circle ellipse function. Okay, so that is what you have to keep in mind, else everything remains same over here. Okay, यहाँ तक डाउट नहीं होना चाहिए because it is a very simple thing that we are following. अभी तक हमारे पास कितनी चीजें आ गई? First thing that we have seen is the one equation that we got, one condition you can say we got is for to check whether we have to switch from region 1 to region 2. Okay, that is the first thing that we have in our hand. Another thing what we are trying to get is the decision parameter at the intermediate positions. Okay, so we'll do this thing and then we'll try to like derive the initial decision parameter for ellipse generation algorithm. Okay, this is the thing that you have. Yeah, the same thing is written over here. After like removing this particular thing, that is rx square, like sorry, yeah, rx square and ry square. Okay, after simplifying this thing, you would be remaining with the terms that we have. Okay, so right now we have this many things with us, that is we have simplified this thing and we have substituted this thing, that is xk plus 1 whole square, because of the parameter that we got. Like we have substituted this thing with the xk part. Okay, xk plus 1 part, because eventually you'd be getting one thing, that is xk plus 1 So that can easily be replaced with xk. Okay, at the end you would be getting the same value at this particular stage, and then plus rx square and similar things are like written over here. For our simplification, we have done this thing. For this vertical, we have to do same for horizontal ellipse. Yeah, so basically we are like considering one scenario over here. You have to similarly follow the follow the thing for the horizontal ellipse also. So that can be solved or that can be built based on your requirement, or that can be modified. Okay, similar thing. Yeah, the thing that would remain same is the function, and in that what you have to do is you just have to put the particular function values, that is the parameter values or the pixel positions. Okay, and the remaining things will remain same. And yeah, so now we are having this thing that is pk plus 1 minus p1k, and after simplifying this whole of this thing, you'd be getting this particular thing. So you can do this thing in your notebook also. You have just simply multiplied this thing, and the remaining thing that we have with us is this particular equation. Okay, ये simplification same रहेगा that we have done in the सर्कल केस. ओके, अगर यहाँ पे आपको सिंप्लीफिकेशन के स्टेप्स चाहिए तो आप लोग एक बार करो ट्राई, एल्स आई विल गिव यू द स्टेप्स आल्सो. ओके, सिंप्लीफिकेशन प्रोसेस ही हो रहा है सिंपली. Okay, now simplifying this thing further, and we are taking p1 k plus 1 as a subject. What we are doing is we are giving, or we are putting this thing on the opposite side, so it would be giving us plus p1k. Okay, you would be remaining with this particular term. Okay, if you are getting this term, then what you have to do is you have to simply keep it with you, because you are subjecting it to pk plus 1. Okay, so now what it says is the same thing is written over here, and that is what you have to consider. Now based on this, yk plus 1 is either yk or yk minus 1 depending on the sign of p1 k. So based on that, we have to make the decision. So if we are getting that particular thing, so you'd be getting this in, okay sir, if it is greater than 0 or if it is less than 0. So if it is less than 0, then what? You have to consider this case. Or if it is greater than 0, then you have to consider this particular case. Okay, so based on that, what you can do is you can modify your things. Okay, सिंपल कुछ नहीं करना है आपको. yk को yk plus 1 की वैल्यू को आपको चेंज करना है. ओके, इट कुड बी लाइक दिस और दैट. So now what it says is, now we calculate the initial decision parameter p10 by putting x0 y0 equal to 0 ry as follows. Okay, so now initial decision parameter will proceed further with this thing. Now this whole of this thing are for region 1. Okay, so now what it says is like p10 equal to f of ellipse, and then this is the function that is given to you, and the x value now we have is 0, and the y value that we are having is ry. So basically the same thing would be applied over here. You are proceeding further, you are taking unit interval in this x direction, so plus 1 over here and minus 1 by 2, because we are dealing with the midpoint. Okay, if this is the case, then we have to again put the whole thing into the ellipse function. Ellipse function में रखने के बाद क्या करना पड़ेगा? ry square rx square, you just have to multiply, and you have to embed this thing also. It is rx square ry square for our purpose. Okay, because we are dealing with the ellipse thing. Okay, now next thing that we get out of this is the similar simplification process is applied over here, and that is what you have to do. And we have this thing with us. Okay, that is ry square plus rx square, and then remaining things. Okay, simplifying it further, you'd be getting this value, that is ry square minus rx square, ry plus 1 upon 4 rx square. Okay, so if you simplify this thing or you multiply this thing with particular thing, so what we have done is we have just simply expanded this particular thing, and after the simplification process, we would be remaining with the very simple term, that is this. Okay, so you have to keep this thing in mind, and that is what you got. That is the initial decision parameter. So at the first, or this thing, idp for region 1 is this. So you have to write this thing in your notebook. Okay, so अभी नहीं पता चल रहा है, तो what you do is you just keep a note of this thing, that is okay, कितनी equation आपको मिली है अब तक. Okay, so we have derived one thing for the intermediate decision parameter as well as for the initial decision parameter that we have calculated for region 1. Similarly, we have like derive one more thing to check whether to switch from region 1 to region 2. वो भी आपको भी handy रखो अपने पास. Okay, these are the remaining things that are with us, and yeah, So now what it says is midpoint between candidate pixel in region 2. Okay, now we similarly calculate over region 2. Region 2 आप लोग खुद से करोगे. Okay, if not possible, then also we'll say this thing. Unit step in negative y direction. Okay, and the midpoint is now taken between the horizontal pixels at each step. Okay, so now the case and scenario changes over here for region 2 because we are dealing with this case. Okay, so our midpoint is over here and our like currently plotted pixel is over here, yk, xk, yk. Okay, and similarly if you are taking in the region 2 part, or if you are going in the region 2, then what it says is you have to go in the downward direction, so that would take us to the -1 parameter, or you can say you have to decrement y value with -1, then only you would be getting that particular curve. And similarly, we don't know whether to increment x value by 1 or not. So what we are doing is we are taking a decision parameter or a decision that is in between, that is 1/2. Okay, for our case. Okay, so out of this thing, you now got two values, that is x value and y value. Okay, so now you just have to consider these two values and you have to put this thing into the LX function, y square and rx square minus rx square y square. Okay, if you put this thing into this function, then similar thing is need to be followed in the region 2 as well. Okay, based on this condition, what it says is if p2k is greater than 0, the midpoint is outside the ellipse boundary and we select pixel at xk. Okay, simply what you are doing is you are selecting the pixel that is xk. But what if you are not getting this thing, if it is less than or equal to 0, then what it says is it is inside the, like the midpoint is inside on the or on the ellipse boundary and we have to select xk plus 1. Okay, so now based on this thing, what you have to do is you have to keep one thing as it is, or you have to either increment or decrease. You have to increment the x value. Okay, but at each and every stage you'd be getting the decrementing y value, as I told you earlier also that you have to decrement this thing particular y value in region 2. तो वो तो रहेगा ही decrement का, or else we'll see the algorithm also what you have to do for the particular numerical. Okay, so now what it says is similar thing is needed to be like derived for the next sampling position, that is k plus 1. Okay, so now we'll do the same thing for the k plus 1. So everything is needed to be replaced by k plus 1 over here. Similar thing has been written in that manner only. Okay, ये आपको मिलेगा अभी now the value that we have with us is for p2 k plus 1. Okay, देखो आपको फ्लो मेंटेन करना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो बाउंस जाएगा सब. एक फ्लो मेंटेन होगा तभी यू विल बी एबल टू गेट दिस थिंग कि अभी ये कहाँ से आ गया. ओके, सो यू नीड टू मेंटेन द फ्लो एल्स यू विल गेट कंफ्यूज्ड. ओके, सिमिलर थिंग विल बी फॉलोड ओवर हियर. अगर फ्लो मेंटेन किया है साथ में लेक्चर के साथ साथ तो ही आपको पता चलेगा. नाउ सेम थिंग इज गेटिंग रिपीटेड ओवर हियर. सी डेरिवेशन यू बी लाइक you just have to do one, like you just have to go with the flow. First of all, you have to like go with the DD algorithm. Once you get that particular flow, the same thing is getting applied to the Bresenham algorithm. And what it says is then next thing is the circle algorithm. So circle algorithm का एक बार derivation कर लिया आपने तो now things would remain same for the ellipse generation also, but just the remaining the equation is going to change for you because it is an ellipse. So for that you have to take that particular thing and you have to consider this scenario. Okay, now subtracting these two things out of this thing you'd be getting this whole equation. Okay, कुछ नहीं किया है, सिंपल जो हमको pk की वैल्यू है प्लस की pk plus 1 की वैल्यू है वही हमने यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट की हुई है, and it is what we have subtracted from the particular things. Okay, don't get confused with the big equation. Okay, okay, fine. So that is what we have in our hand as of now, that is p2k plus 1 minus p2k. ओके, सिमिलर सेम थिंग इज रिटन ओवर हियर. सिंप्लीफिकेशन करो इसको. सिंप्लीफिकेशन में पहले क्या होगा, ये रिमूव हो जाएगा. सिमिलर थिंग इज नीड टू बी अप्लाइड ओवर हियर. ओके, नाउ ये रिमूव करके हमने सिंपली इसको जैसे थे वैसा ही लिख दिया है. ओके, एंड देन you have to keep one thing in mind that where it is getting expanded or where you are substituting multiple things. अगर substitute कुछ करना होगा तो I will show you in between. Okay, at this stage you have to substitute this particular thing. If it is a slope or if it is anything, then I will definitely tell you this thing. Okay, yeah, that is this thing. And now what it says is remaining thing is this thing. You will be getting this thing after the simplification process and you'd be remaining with this सिंपल इक्वेशन दैट इज P2k plus 1 minus P2k. ये आपको करना है अभी. You if you want to try it, then try it. You'll be getting this particular thing. Okay, simplification ही है, कुछ नहीं किया है, else everything is same. Okay, कर लो. You just have 5 minutes for this. फटाफट फटाफट simplify कर दो. ओके, सिंपल एक्सपांशन है इसका. सो दैट इज व्हाट यू डू. एक बार एक्सपांशन करने के बाद उसने क्या किया है, वी हैव जस्ट मल्टीप्लाइड दिस rx square with the expanded terms. Okay, so you'd be remaining with this particular thing. Similar thing is need to be followed at this stage also, and then we'll make one thing as a subjective term. Okay, so simple यही है expansion है इसका. That is yk minus 1 whole square minus 2 yk minus 1 plus you'll be getting 1. Okay, but now what we have done is we have multiplied this rx square with all of these terms that we are having with it. So that is what you'll be getting. So what I can say after this is you can easily cover like more marks in computer graphics subject because it is a scoring subject. Once you are able to derive this thing, then you'll be getting full marks. I won't be able to deduct your marks at any stage. So this is a scoring subject. Okay, so write this thing. If you are not able to simplify this thing, you just write down this particular equation, and then we'll go further with this equation only. Okay, because for today's lecture we have to see the complete algorithm also. And yeah, this is the thing that we have with us right now, and making this thing as a subject. Okay, so you'd be remaining with one particular thing, that is we have taken this thing on the opposite side, that is plus p2k, and the remaining thing that you'll be having is this particular thing. So keep this thing with you and write it down in your notebook also. Okay, रिगार्डिंग द थिंग दैट इज एक्सपांशन एंड ऑल, वो आपको पता होना चाहिए एट दिस स्टेज के इसको एक्सपांड करके क्या करना है. एल्स आई हैव ऑलरेडी अपलोडेड दिस थिंग ऑन योर Moodle. कुछ वेरीफाई करना हो एक्सपांशन के बाद कौन सा सिंप्लीफिकेशन प्रोसेस हो रहा है, देन यू कैन refer this thing. Else everything is going perfect, and you can just refer this thing. Okay, so now you have one thing, one equation for p2k plus 1, and here what you have to do is either k plus 1 would be like simply xk, or you have to increment it depending on the sign of the p2k, depending on the condition you have to check. Okay, whether it is greater than or less than 0. So whatever the case you might be having at that particular stage, what you have to do is you have to simply consider it. Okay, so iteration by iteration will be getting these values as well, so don't get confused. Difficult नहीं है, ये आपको मिल जाएगी सारी values iteration by iteration. You so will see this thing also. Okay, so now IDP for region 2. Okay, IDP for region 2, similar thing you have to consider over here, that is x0 plus 1 by 2, and you have to decrement y value in the region 2 as I told you earlier also. Okay, further putting it into the ellipse function, so you'd be getting this thing, and then out of this, what it says, for simplifying the calculation of P20, we could select pixel position in counterclockwise order starting at Rx0. Okay, so now based on this thing, what you can do is you can select the pixel in counterclockwise direction order. Okay, if you are starting from the Rx, 0 position. Okay, so we'll see this thing also, how we can go in this direction also. Okay, so now we have an algorithm for this, that is midpoint ellipse generation algorithm. So you can directly also refer this algorithm, but we cannot go in that direction. We have to derive each and everything. Okay, we cannot like simply see this thing directly. So that's why we have seen all the derivation. Now, very first thing what it says is input r x r y that will be given to you, and one center will be given to you, and obtain the first point in an ellipse. That is the first point you have to plot is 0, ry, as we have done in the circle case. Now what it says, calculate the initial value of decision parameter in region 1. Okay, so you are going in region 1 now, right now, and what it says is you have to first of all consider this thing, that is the initial decision parameter of the region 1 only, and try to put your values in this particular equation, and you'd be getting the value of initial decision parameter. So out of the decision parameter, what you have to do is simple thing that you have to consider is you have to make decision whether to increment x or not at this particular stage. See, one thing you have to keep in mind, you will be getting the same thing if you are considering if it less than 0. Okay, and what if you are not getting this particular thing? The next path along the particular ellipse is xk plus 1 and yk minus 1. But if you are getting less than 0 value, then you have to consider this particular thing. You have to increment y x value and keep y as it is. Okay, and then for the whole purpose, you'd be having one new decision parameter like for this. So you have to follow this particular equation for the new decision parameter, and out of that you have to again make the decision whether to go in which direction. Okay, and then at each and every stage you what you have to do is you have to check this particular case whether it is greater than or equal to 0, that is 2ry square x is greater than equal to 0 or not. If this is the case, then what you have to do is you have to simply switch to the region 2. Okay, so now again calculate the initial value of the decision parameter in region 2 using the last point x0 y0 calculated in the region 1. Okay, so you have to keep this thing in mind, you have to like consider this last point. Okay, so now based on that you'd be giving the same values to the decision parameter equation of the region 2. Okay, so now we are in the region 2. So what it says is again you will be getting the decision parameter, initial decision parameter, and out of that you have to make the decision whether it is greater than 0 or not. So at each and every stage, one thing is sure, that what you have to do is you have to decrement y value, that is for sure. But one thing would remain same is x value, or it can be incremented at a particular stage based on the values that you are getting. Okay, similar thing was that one thing was like for sure was you have to increment the x value at each and every stage. Similarly, you have to decrement the y value at each and every stage. So you can like keep this thing in mind. Okay, कि अगर ये चीज है तो x value increment करनी है, और अगर region 2 में हो तो y value you have to decrement it at each and every stage. Okay, and then you'd be having one new decision parameter just now that we have derived is this particular equation. Okay, so you have to keep this equation with you, and then if this is not satisfied, then what it says is you have to increment x value and decrement y value as well, and use the incremental calculation for x and y as in region 1. Okay, incremental calculation आपको at each and every stage करना है, and then once you get all the pixels, what you have to do is you have to use the symmetric property to build a complete ellipse. Okay, now if you don't have that, if you have started from the origin that is 0 0, then what it says is you have each and every pixels with you. What you have to do is you have to add this like pixels with the origin value. Suppose it is 1 1 in our case, then what you have to do is you have to add 1 with each and every pixels that you just now have calculated. Okay, this is one, yeah, this is one example over here, so you can write it in your notebook, and we'll see this thing in the next lecture. Okay, लिख दो फटाफट फटाफट. कैलकुलेट इंटरमीडिएट पिक्सल पोजीशन फॉर फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट ओनली. For first quadrant, that means this region 1 and region 2 for Alice with Rx equal to 8 and Ry equal to 6. And Alice it at origin. Okay. So we लिख लो ये चीज and we'll see how it is and how you can get the intermediate points for your numerical. Okay. And